Good evening students. Today we have to going to discussing about bandwidth, radiation resistance, front to back ratio and gain. First here we are seeing the bandwidth. Already we know what is the bandwidth. Bandwidth is nothing but range of frequencies between the 2 points. In case of amplifiers, we are finding the bandwidth between the upper cutoff frequency minus lower cutoff frequency. So F2 minus F1. And what about bandwidth in terms of antenna? Okay, what is the bandwidth in case of antenna? So in case of antenna, for the bandwidth, there is no specific definition. Why? Because the antenna having the various parameters like a gain, impedance, radiation pattern, radiation resistance, side lobe level, front to back ratio, like this the antenna having the various characteristics. During the operation of the antenna, these characteristics may changes. That's why for the bandwidth there is no specific definition in terms of antenna. Okay, when these parameters are specified, we are obtaining the specified bandwidth from the antenna. In general, the antenna bandwidth is mainly depending on the two parameters, that is the impedance and radiation pattern. And here at a lower frequencies, the bandwidth of the antenna determined by the impedance variation, because here the radiation pattern is insensitive to the frequency. That is nothing but the radiation pattern changes less rapidly with respect to the frequency. That's why the antenna bandwidth control with the impedance variation, and it is inversely proportional to the Q factor of the antenna. Here bandwidth delta W is equal to omega W is equal to omega 2 minus omega 1. This is the upper cutoff frequency, this is the lower cutoff frequency. We can also write this formula in terms of omega naught by Q. Here Q is the quality factor of the antenna or Q factor of the antenna, and omega naught is nothing but resonant frequency or central frequency or design frequency. So we have to write bandwidth formula in terms of frequency also. So delta F equal to F2 minus F1. So in case of this, we have to write F naught by Q. F naught is the resonant frequency here. And what is the Q? How we are finding the Q factor from the antenna? So the formula for the finding the Q factor is 2 pi into total energy stored by antenna to the energy radiated per cycle. So like this we are obtaining the Q factor, and here the antenna Q factor is increases, the bandwidth is decreases. Suppose the antenna Q factor is decreases, the bandwidth is increases. Why? Because the bandwidth is inversely proportional to the Q factor. So next here we are seeing the radiation resistance. The radiation resistance is denoted with RR, R0 or RA. How we are calculating the radiation resistance? For calculating the radiation resistance, first here we have to calculate the radiated power. So already we know the antenna is also called radiator. That antenna radiating the power into the free space in terms of EM waves. So that power is nothing but WR equal to I square into RR. So from this I am writing the radiation resistance formula, RR equal to WR by I square. Here WR is nothing but total radiated power from the antenna, and I is nothing but current flowing in the antenna. So like this we are obtaining the radiation resistance. And here the radiation resistance of the antenna is depending on the various factors. Those are the radiation resistance is depending on the configuration of antenna, and the point where the radiation resistance is considered, and the location of the antenna with respect to the ground and other objects. Means the radiation resistance of the antenna depending on all these factors. And how we are finding the power loss in the antenna? How we are finding the total power loss in the antenna? So for finding the total power loss in the antenna, here we have to taking the power loss due to the ohmic resistance and power loss due to the radiation resistance. Here I square RL is nothing but power loss due to the ohmic resistance. I square RR is nothing but power loss due to the radiation resistance, and by using this formula we are obtaining the total power loss in the antenna. So now for the different antennas, the radiation resistance is also different. Here we have some examples, and coming to the half wave dipole antenna, for the half wave dipole antenna the radiation resistance is 73 ohms, and coming to the monopole antenna, in case of monopole antenna the radiation resistance is 36.5 ohms, and in case of short dipole or current element the radiation resistance is 80 pi square L by lambda whole square. Okay, before going to obtaining the radiation resistance, first here we have to find the radiated power. From that only here we are obtaining the radiation resistance of the antenna. And next here we are seeing the FBR. Here FBR is nothing but front to back ratio. How we are defining the FBR? FBR is nothing but power radiated in desired direction, power radiated in opposite direction, means power radiated in desired direction to the power radiated in opposite direction. So like this we are obtaining the front to back ratio here. So now front to back ratio is depending on the frequency of operation of antenna, means if the frequency changes the front to back ratio is changes. Okay, and the front to back ratio is also depending on the antenna elements. Now what are the antenna elements? Here antenna elements are like a parasitic element and driven element. By using these two elements here we have to forming the antenna. Here driven element, this one is a driven element, here the driven element connected to the source, and this one is the parasitic element, it is the directing the EM wave in the free space. And here in the driven element the EMF will be induced, and in the parasitic element the current must be flowing. The FBR is depending these antenna elements also. How the FBR is depending antenna elements means whenever the spacing between the antenna elements is decreases, the FBR is increases. If the spacing between the antenna elements is increases, the FBR is decreases. Like that the FBR is also depending on the spacing between the antenna elements. And here the FBR is also depending on the electric length of the parasitic element. Okay, so now how we are obtaining the higher FBR? So how we are obtaining the higher FBR? For obtaining the higher FBR front to back ratio, here we have to diverting the gain response of the antenna from backward to forward. How we are obtaining the higher FBR? For obtaining the higher FBR, higher front to back ratio, here we have to diverting the gain response of the antenna from the backward to the forward or front direction or inside in desired direction. Like that we are obtaining the higher FBR. And here this front to back ratio is important in receiving antenna rather than the transmitting antenna. Next here we are seeing the gain. So what is the gain in the amplifier? What is the gain in the amplifier? How we are calculating the gain in the amplifier? Coming to the amplifier, we are calculating the gain from this formula V0 by Vin. We are finding the gain in the amplifier. And what about antenna gain? What is the antenna gain? Here the antenna gain is nothing but simply power gain, directivity gain or directivity. And in the antennas the gain is closely associated with the directivity. Why? Because here antenna is a passive element. Here antenna is a passive element. The gain of the antenna and the gain of the amplifier both are different. So the gain of the antenna and gain of the amplifier not same. Both are different. And coming to the passive, what is passive? Coming to the passive element, what is the passive term? Here passive is nothing but, in terms of the passive term, coming to the passive term, so in this passive term the system or device must be excited or accelerated with the external signal. Okay, in case of passive, the passive means here in this the system or device must be excited with the external signal. What is the meaning of active? So active is nothing but the system or device generated its own signal. So that is the difference between the passive and active. Like that the gain of the antenna and amplifier both are different. And now here how we are finding the antenna gain? Here for finding the antenna gain, here we have to compare the test antenna with reference antenna, or here we have to comparing the test antenna with reference antenna or actual antenna with reference antenna. So here reference antenna may be a isotropic antenna. Why here we are considering the isotropic antenna as a reference antenna means the isotropic antenna radiating the signals uniformly in all directions. That's why here I am considering the reference antenna as a isotropic antenna. In some applications we have to use half wave dipole is also as a reference antenna. Okay, how we are finding the gain? So maximum radiated intensity from the test antenna. Test antenna is nothing but actual antenna, and maximum radiation intensity from the reference antenna. Here we have to consider the reference antenna as a isotropic antenna. So what is the gain? Maximum radiation intensity from the test antenna to the maximum radiation intensity from the isotropic antenna. So the formula will be like this: Umax by U naught or phi m by phi naught. Umax is nothing but maximum radiation intensity of the test antenna, and U naught is nothing but radiation intensity of the isotropic antenna. So and here these two antennas, test antenna and reference antenna, two antennas deliver the power in the same direction. Two antennas deliver the power in the same direction, and the input power for these two antennas is same. The input power for these two antennas is also same. And here we have to defining the gain in terms of received power also. What is the definition? Gain in terms of received power: maximum received power from the given antenna, that is P1, and maximum received power from the reference antenna, that is P2. So like this also we are obtaining the gain P1 by P2, and here we are obtaining the gain from the field strength also, E1 by E2. Here E1 is nothing but field strength of the test antenna, here E2 is nothing but field strength of the reference antenna. And here the gain in dB formula. So how we are finding the gain in dB? 10 log g to the base 10. By using this formula we are obtaining the gain in dB. Okay.